Hello everyone, Vincent here from HDTV Test here. I'm in Amsterdam attending TP Vision's launch of their new Philips television for 2018, and I'm going to be focusing on the OLED television range for the year ahead. So there are lots to cover, and I still have a couple of workshops I need to attend in about 10 minutes time. So I just have to go through it as fast as possible, but hopefully without missing anything. So the key thing to remember is that the Philips 9002 will continue in the 55-inch version for the year ahead. So if you remember from 2017, we gave it a good review. It has Ambilight, it has the P5 processing, and it has UHD resolution. It does HDR10 and also HLG in terms of the HDR format support. And this will continue in the 55-inch version for 2018. But the company has also added a 65-inch version, which will be named as the 873 series. So it will be known as the 65 OLED 873. And it will be essentially the bigger brother of the 9002 with a tastefully designed cradle stand with a brushed metallic silver finish, three-sided Ambilight P5 processing as before, UHD resolution, and also HDR support for the HDR10 open standard, and also the HLG hybrid log gamma broadcast format. And I'll come to the dynamic metadata support later on in this video. So that is the 873 and the 9002 covered. And the flagship series is going to be known as the 973. When Philips unveiled it at IFA last year, it was provisionally named as the 9603. But I think to align the model number with the rest of the ranges, they have decided to name this as the OLED 973, which is the flagship, and it will have an integrated sound base. It will also be using the P5 processor, have UHD resolution, support for HDR10, HLG, and also another dynamic metadata format. And the Philips 973 will only be available in one screen size of 65 inches. And I think I've received questions from readers and viewers and subscribers before as to whether this TV can be wall mounted. The answer is yes. As you can see here, the integrated sound base can be folded up behind and be wall mounted, which is really not unlike the LG G7 or G6, where the soundbar can be folded up backwards and wall mounted. The same applies to the Philips 973 as well. So that is the flagship OLED from TP Vision covered for the year 2018. Let's go to the entry-level 803. So for the year ahead, 2018, the company is introducing an entry-level OLED, the 803, which will be available in 55 inches and also 65 inches. And the 55-inch version will be known as the 55 OLED 803, whereas the 65-inch version will be known as the 65 OLED 803. Now, for this particular range, it is meant to sit below the 873 and also the 9002, which is why they have gone for a really quite minimalistic look. So the 973 will have a glass design, whereas the 803 will have a really minimalistic design with a slim black bezel. And there are two really narrow rectangular feet at the bottom, which is very low profile. It brings the panel very close to the surface on which the TV will sit, and I think it looks extremely handsome. And particularly cute is this really subtle Philips logo branding on one of the feet here. And I think as an overall ensemble, I think they have struck the perfect balance in terms of minimalism and elegance. And the thing with this Philips 803 is that if you actually wall mount it, there will actually be no branding whatsoever on the screen itself. So the only way you can tell that it is a Philips television is when it switches on, you see the Shield logo, and also on the remote control, there will be a Philips branding. But this just goes to show how confident Philips is in the European design of their brand, that they are happy to actually forego any visible logo if you actually wall mount this Philips 803. And let's talk about the remote controls that actually come with these televisions, the 803, the 873, and also the 973. There will be the traditional remote control with a QWERTY keyboard at the back, but also new for 2018, the company is adding a smart remote, which the company is calling the Easy Remote. This has a rectangular shape and has a limited number of buttons, but it also allows for voice control as well. And also, I need to tell you that for 2018, all these OLEDs, the 803, the 873, and the 973, will have Google Assistant built in, so you can use voice control in conjunction with your TV viewing. Now, let's talk picture processing. All these TVs will have the same picture quality, and they will have the same resolution, the same panel, and the same P5 processor. Now let's talk about the panel in the first instance. The DCI-P3 color gamut coverage is 99%, and the peak brightness has been spec'd at 900 nits, although we don't know whether this is actually done at D65 white point. The P5 processor, I think I've talked about this in my previous video covering the Philips 973 at IFA. It will have 5 steps, and of particular importance is how these steps are done. So at first, there will be a source perfection step to remove any noise or any artifacts from the source. And then it will perform some sharpness enhancement, it will perform some contrast enhancement, it will perform some color perfection, and then finally add a smooth motion on top, hence P5. And yeah, so all these new OLEDs from Philips will have the P5 processing. And let's talk HDR support. So it will support HDR10 open standard HDR format. It will support HLG hybrid log gamma broadcast standard, but also I've been informed that the 803, the 873, and the 973 will be supporting the HDR10 plus open standard dynamic metadata format. So Philips has certainly joined Samsung and Panasonic in this alliance, and this means that they won't be supporting Dolby Vision at this moment in time. When it comes to availability, the 973 and the 873 will be arriving in the first half of 2018. And the 803 will probably be arriving around May or June. Prices remain unconfirmed, but I'll try to bring you details as soon as I find out. So this is Vincent Teo here reporting from Amsterdam at Philips 2018 TV launch event. If you found this video useful, please click the like button and subscribe to the HDTV Test YouTube channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.